Well, in our top story tonight at 11, two former UK swimmers filed a lawsuit against former swim coach Lars Jorgensen a couple of weeks ago, as well as another former coach, athletic director Mitch Barnhart, and the school itself.
Now, Jorgensen, via his attorney, says that all these accusations are happening because he defended his former swimmer, Riley Gaines, who swam against transgender swimmer Lia Thomas back in 2022. Well, tonight, Riley Gaines is speaking out.
I recently graduated from the University of Kentucky, where I was a member of the UK's women's swim and dive team. I proudly finished my career as a 12-time NCAA All-American, a 5-time SEC champion.
Many may not know all of her athletic accomplishments while on the University of Kentucky swim team, but many know the controversial figure she swam against.
On March 17th of 2022, my teammates and I, as well as female swimmers from universities around the country, were forced to compete against biological male Lia Thomas.
Have you heard the name Lia Thomas?
Lia Thomas, a transgender athlete. Her presence has been a big source of controversy. We've seen split support.
Riley Gaines was a senior under former UK swim coach Lars Jorgensen when she swam against Thomas.
And we raced, and ultimately we tied. We went the exact same time down to the 100th of a second. And so we go behind the awards podium, and the NCAA official looks at both Thomas and myself, and he says, "Great job. You guys tied. We don't really account for ties. Lia has to hold the trophy for photo purposes. You can pose with this 6th place trophy, but you'll have to give it back. You will go home empty-handed. Lia takes the trophy home."
And it was this picture that launched Gaines into the national controversial spotlight on biological women and transgender women athletes. Former UK swim coach Lars Jorgensen, along with the former UK swim coach who hired him, Gary Conley, athletic director Mitch Barnhart, and the university are all being sued by two former UK swimmers, saying the university looked the other way when they reported Jorgensen groomed, coerced, and raped them while they were swimmers on his team.
I was waiting for a coach to say something, a parent, another swimmer, someone within the NCAA, someone with political power, someone else who was supposed to be protecting us, to stand up for us.
But Jorgensen's attorneys saying Jorgensen did speak up for Gaines and defended his swimmer in a statement, quote, her head coach at the time, Lars, came out and said, "I support my swimmer. I support Riley Gaines. She was my swimmer, and I think this was fundamentally unfair." That's all he said. He didn't say anything anti-trans. He didn't say anything anti-NCAA directly. He didn't say anything anti-Kentucky. He just said, "I think it's unfair." And it is. It was. Upon hearing of reports over the weekend, Gaines writing on X, quote, "I took the weekend to spend time with current and former UK teammates. The general consensus is that we are disgusted, heartbroken, and ashamed to be affiliated with the program where anything like this could be alleged to have happened. Lars was someone I trusted, loved, and respected. I would have gone to bat for him and defended him until the end. I feel entirely blindsided and betrayed. To be extra clear here, I never saw or heard any of these claims taking place, but it isn't difficult to say I vehemently condemn all violence, especially sexual violence against women. While I spend most of my time speaking to the harm and severity of allowing men into women's sports, we can't neglect or condone other issues that are far too common in female athletics, like sexual abuse from authority figures. It's my mission to defend women, and this falls in line. Time to process and digest is necessary for healing to occur. Regardless of the allegations, my stance is clear. Sexual predators should not be able to obtain or maintain a position of authority over anyone, much less a team of vulnerable, half-naked young women." Now, last June, UK and Jorgensen signed a settlement contract that allowed him to resign with a $75,000 severance and no admission of wrongdoing. Under the terms of Jorgensen's employment contract, UK had the rights to terminate Jorgensen for cause with no payout, including causing harm to students or risking the school's reputation.